Hi guys, it's Shreya here and welcome back to my channel Beauty and the Code। तो आज के वीडियो में मैं फिर से कुछ प्लैटिनम परफ्यूम्स आपके पास लेकर आई हूँ फॉर रिव्यू एंड मोस्ट ऑफ दीज परफ्यूम्स आर द वंस दैट यू आस्क्ड फॉर। I was really surprised by the reaction that I got on the last video for platinum perfumes। आप में से बहुत सारे लोगों ने मुझे contact करके कुछ request डाले कि you want to see review for these particular perfumes and I added those to my cart। I went through their catalog और मैंने वहां से ऑर्डर किया एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट वॉज कि दिस टाइम आई वॉज एबल टू गेट देम इवन इन स्मॉलर साइजेस। सो दिस टाइम आई गॉट दीज इन 10 ml bottles। These are priced only for 120 rupees or so and look at the packaging, like it's super duper cute and the best part is it's affordable। You can get 10 ml bottles, you can test and try the perfume whether it suits you, whether you like the DNA, and then you can go for a full bottle। So this is much like a testers that are available in 10 mls। Love the concept because it saved a lot of money for me too। So I'm going to share 6 perfume reviews with you guys, so let's begin। Before we start the video, please make sure कि आपने मेरे channel पे subscribe कर लिया है, you hit the bell notification and you follow me on Instagram। And now let's get started। So if you don't know already, Platinum Perfumes is an Instagram store and you can place your order by DMing them on Instagram। They also have their WhatsApp number। वहाँ से भी आप उनको message करके you can place your order। They have proper catalogs and everything mentioned कि उनका pricing कितना है, कितने ml के products हैं and all of that। They have different sizes available at different prices। You can definitely check all those details out on their Instagram page। And they have recently come up with these 10 ml bottles which are super duper inexpensive। Like they are under 200, so what else do we want? Like they make beautiful dupes, replicas of a very high-end designer perfumes and कुछ perfumes so India में they go beyond 10,000। like it's just crazy the pricing of these commodities in India। so I think Platinum Perfume is doing a great job by creating beautiful dupes of these designer perfumes। इनके जो perfumes है ये almost close to 90 to 95% है to the original perfumes that they are getting inspired from। so I love them। they are long lasting, they are potent, they work really well in Indian weather and I will say that Platinum Perfume has very intelligently consolidated these aromatic oils and made a very good use of them to make these perfumes smell non-synthetic, perform well in Indian weather। they have good projection, good sillage। most of these perfumes last more than 6 hours on me and these are just amazing। like literally I've got compliments without people realizing that I'm wearing a dupe house। so that's the beauty of Platinum Perfumes। I highly recommend them। And now let's start with the first variant। so the first variant that I'm going to talk about is from Ysel Libre and ये इसका bottle कुछ इस तरीके से दिखता है। they have this branding here, Platinum Perfume, name of the perfume written right here and rest of the bottle does not have any further details। इसका atomizer बड़ा ही cute सा है, black color का है and comes with a plastic cap। so the packaging for the 10 ml is just amazing and I'll just spray this and I will tell you about the perfume। so I have been loving the Ysel Libre DNA and this one is a very crisp, fresh, lavender forward fragrance। इसमें थोड़े से white florals हैं और इसमें बहुत strong presence है lavender का which you cannot miss। it has a kind of like a slight fruity opening with some blackcurrant, some green notes, some mandarin orange and lavender। again goes into white florals and lavender combination, jasmine, orange blossom, lavender stuff। and again in the base notes it has like musk and it has, I think it has Abroxin also। and basically overall this fragrance is a very rich money smelling kind of a fragrance। it literally feels जैसे मनी का एकदम जो फ्रेश गड्डी होता है बैंक से जो निकलता है बिल्कुल वैसा फील है इसका। it has a very rich feel to it and this perfume is literally like a 98% dupe। it's very closer to the original। this one is potent। you have to be careful with the number of sprays that you're putting। बहुत ज़्यादा लगा लोगे it's going to give you a headache। काफ़ी strong perfume है इसमें एक काफ़ी एक काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ कामनेस एज वेल एज richness and classiness है इस परफ्यूम में. I feel that YSL Libre can be worn on every occasion, every day, everywhere. Like be it from subtle occasions, normal casual occasions to a शादी party. YSL Libre is universally flattering. लैवेंडर होने की वजह से एक हल्का सा masculine touch भी है इस fragrance में. So definitely you can consider this as a unisex fragrance. It's very classy. It's very kind of like exudes confidence. Like this perfume is like a CEO level kind of fragrance as well. Overall, gorgeous one, and this one I highly recommend. Like this one is literally 95 to 98% closer to the actual YSL Libre. My next pick is again from YSL, and this one is Black Opium. Now Black Opium has been a very beautiful fragrance which is super duper famous, and this one is like a coffee vanilla nutty kind of a fragrance, and the DNA is super beautiful and gourmand. This opens up with pear, pink pepper, orange blossom, has middle notes of coffee, jasmine, bitter almond, licorice, and base notes of vanilla, patchouli, cashmere wood, and cedar. This one is literally a gourmand dream. The only thing is the original Black Opium is not long lasting, and it's not projective, and the performance is not great. So I would not actually recommend you to go and buy Black Opium, because if you're paying like 7,000-8,000 for a perfume, it should perform well, right? So instead I will definitely say go for this dupe. This is again a 95% closed dupe, and this just smells beautiful. It's very classy, it's gourmandy, it is super non-synthetic. This one is actually good in performance. It lasts for around 6 hours on me, and I'm very happy with the way it performs on me. This is not a very projective kind of a fragrance. The sillage is also moderate, but if you are someone who likes a good scent bubble around you, and you like to get a wisp of your own perfume time and again, and if somebody is like in a close proximity to you, they can definitely smell you. This is that kind of a fragrance. I love the DNA of this one, and I am super glad that I actually did not go for Black Opium, because it is a hole in the pocket, and this one is like a 98% closed dupe to it. So the next perfume that I'm going to talk about is Chanel number 1. Now everyone has heard about Chanel number 5. It is like one of the cult favorites, but I've seen very less people talk about number 1, especially in India. And this one is a very gorgeous, like a musky, rosy, fruity kind of a fragrance. Now this has some powderiness in the dry down, because the iris in this fragrance kicks in. It definitely gives it that cosmetic rose talcum powder vibe. Yeah, it does smell like a sweet, musky, rosy talcum powder, also like a kind of like a cosmetic vibe going on to it. It's very gorgeous. It is something that is very classy. You can definitely wear this during evening times and date nights. It's a soft romantic fragrance according to my opinion, and I've been loving these kind of fragrances during, like, you know, थोड़ी सी हल्की गुलाबी सी जब ठंड होती है, and you know, evenings and late nights. I think I really enjoy wearing something like this, because it's not too offensive. It's kind of like soft romantic, and it sets the mood right. So I have been loving this for that. The notes breakdown for this one is red berries and citrus, rose, jasmine, orange blossom, musk, and iris. In a nutshell, this one is a very gorgeous, like a powdery rose fragrance. My next pick is Lady Million from Pakur Raban. Now this fragrance has been in my wish list for the longest time, and till date I don't own the actual perfume, like the original perfume for this one. And I have sniffed this DNA so many times in the mall. Whenever I used to go to Shoppers Stop or something, I will stop by and I will sniff it, and I will be like, next time I'm gonna get it, next time I'm gonna get it. But I never got to actually ordering the original one, and probably I will never, because this one again is a super duper close dupe to the actual Pakur Raban Lady Million. Now this opens up with raspberry, neroli, amalfi lemon, has jasmine, African orange, flower gardenia, white honey, patchouli, amber. Now the base notes for this one is something that I was super excited about, because honey note with white florals is a very gorgeous and potent combination according to my opinion. This one is a very gorgeous a very different, a very mature, a very classy perfume, and I see myself gravitating towards this perfume a lot. मतलब मैंने जितने भी perfumes खरीदे उसमें से ये वाला perfume ऐसे है कि मैं आते जाते बार बार उसको sniff कर रही थी. I was curious about it. I wanted to know more about it, and my opinions were changing according to the dry down. मतलब जब starting में इसको मैंने use किया मुझे ऐसा लगा ओ ये थोड़ा citrusy है. It's like a citrusy white floral, and you know थोड़ी देर बाद मुझे बहुत ही gorgeous like a fruity floral feel आने लग गया, and then I was like yeah it has some sweetness also to it. And then इसके dry down में the story just changed because it has like white honey, patchouli, amber, lot of warm notes, and that is when I fell in love with this fragrance. Like the journey of this fragrance is super interesting, and the dry down is absolutely bomb. It is mature, it is classy, it is gorgeous, it is something which is super unique. मेरे collection में I almost have like hundreds of bottles now. मेरे collection में I still don't have any perfume that is even close to this one. So I love the fact that this brings in that uniqueness in my perfume collection. मैं इसका definitely एक बड़ा bottle लेना चाहूँगी क्योंकि at the end of the day, Pakur Raban is again something which is for like 6,000-7,000, and I don't think I need to spend that much because I feel this is pretty close due. So I love this one. Again, the projection, the longevity is amazing on this one. Stays for around 7 hours. It has a decent, like a moderate sillage, has a good scent bubble around me. Overall, the performance is good. My next pick is again from Ysel, and this is Mon Perry. Now, this fragrance has been kind of like a signature scent for 80% of women at some point of time. This fragrance had become a super duper famous, and till date, some women kind of stick to this DNA. This one is a very gorgeous, again like a fruity floral DNA, but there is like a lot of juiciness in this fragrance. Like, you know, it's not a basic kind of like a fruity floral. There is like a lot going on in this fragrance. It has strawberry, raspberry, pear, orange, tangerine, Calabrian bergamot, and cologne. In the middle notes, it has peony, jasmine sambac, Chinese jasmine, datura, and orange blossom. Then it has Indonesian patchouli, leaf patchouli, white musk, vanilla, ambroxan, moss, cedar. So you can imagine with the plethora of ingredients that are in here, this is a very, very complicated composition, and this is something which is like a very bright, zesty, floral, fruity, juicy kind of a fragrance. The patchouli and the oak moss in this do bring in that green element in this. It's not a very, you know, it's not at all like a sweet kind of a fragrance. It has sweetness, but that is coming only from the fruitiness that is there in this. There is no like a vanillic kind of a base to this fragrance. So it's like a fresh, juicy floral out there, and this is something which I prefer wearing in the office during daytime, or when I'm running my, you know, house chores. During that time, I like to wear something like this. This is not the kind of fragrance which I personally prefer in the evenings time, because I think इसमें थोड़ा सा मुझे, you know, एक darkness factor missing लगता है. So for me, this one is a light and breezy kind of a daytime wear, and that's what I recommend this for on a casual day, on a summer day. In fact, किसी भी season के daytime में I think you can rock this. Again, the performance is good. It's like around 6 hours with around 4-5 sprays of this perfume. The sillage and the projection is moderate on me for this one, and overall it's a very unique and a beautiful floral to try. My last pick from Platinum Perfumes is Dior Jador. Now, honestly, I cannot afford to get the original one for this one. It's super duper expensive, and I think I am very happy with the dupe of this one. This one has pear, melon, magnolia, peach, mandarin orange, bergamot. Has a very zesty opening to it with a very ripe pear note in this, which makes it kind of balanced. Goes into jasmine, lily of valley, tuberose, freesia, rose, orchid, plum, violet. Like, it literally has all of the floral bouquet kind of a feel. I think the only note that is missing for me in this one is iris, because that could have given it a more kind of like a floral talcum powdery vibe to it. It has musk, vanilla, blackberry, and cedar. So the sweetness of the fruits, it does continue from the top note to the base notes. This one is a beautiful and a mature fragrance. Like, I definitely would love to wear something like this during this festive season. In fact, मैं एक video shoot करने वाली हूँ for my Diwali perfume recommendations, and I think Dior Jador has to make it to that list because I feel this is very beautiful and kind of like a bright festive feel kind of a fragrance. This is something which is very uplifting. It's very cheerful. It's like the color yellow. It literally feels like sunshine in a bottle kind of a fragrance. It is mature, it is unique, it is sophisticated, it's very feminine, and I just feel that this is like a perfect festive perfume. Apart from this, I think the performance is amazing on this one. On me, this one lasts for around 7 to 8 hours with around 5 to 6 sprays, and this is something that creates a good scent bubble. I feel very refreshed wearing this one. Like, this has a very start of the day kind of a feel to it, and just makes me feel very happy, very uplifted, very in the mood kind of a fragrance. I highly recommend you to get this one because overall I just feel that this is one of the best fragrances that they have. Now, talking about the best fragrances, I think from the 6 that I showed you today, my top 3 would be Jador, this one, Dior Jador. I just love this one. My second pick would be Ysel Libre. I think they have done it to the T. It's 98% closer to the original one. Love the DNA for that one. My third pick has to be Lady Million because this is something that I don't have anything like this in my collection. And I love the floral DNA, and पता नहीं क्यों मैं अभी florals की तरफ बहुत attract हो रही हूँ. So I think these are my top 3 picks. So that concludes today's video. I hope कि आपको ये video पसंद आया होगा. I just love reviewing platinum perfumes because they just have the best quality fragrances for a good price, and these do not smell very synthetic. These are very close to the original dupes and for literally 1/10 of the price. And since they have released these 10 ml bottles, I think you should definitely give these a try. You can order a bunch of them for 1,000. You can test and try and experience which one you like and then go for a full bottle. So that's a lovely concept. So that concludes today's video. I hope that you enjoyed watching this. If you did, subscribe, hit the bell notification, follow me on Instagram, or do all the good stuff. Leave your absolutely loving comments in the comment section. Let's make that area chatty, and I will see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye.